Hello, chat. How are you all? Let me bump that down a bit. Hello. Welcome. Willkommen to ein Stream. I'm doing German poorly. We're coming.
You're coming.
Alright. Dragon Age. Oh. I want to test if he's here. Cards. He's not here. Okay. Gotta check. I remember this quite a quiet game compared to Slit Ahead. So, let me know if the balance is good.
Do we have the latest scouting report?
Okay, I can already tell it's kind of low. Alright. Now, open journal, select quest. You say so? Wait, character. Ooh, cold damage. 83. 104. Companion. Skills. Hello, Cannon. I said, oh, dude, I wanted to say something to you. I didn't know if you were here. So I checked and I was like, cards. Nope, he's not here. Ooh. Is he? Working hard or hardly working? Or whatever the saying is. I don't know that if I can... Can I get there? Maybe. Yeah, but my mixed bag assortment of cards has been dispatched. So we'll be back to doing some like cards for subs thing. And I won't prematurely open them because I can't contain myself. Alright, we gotta build this bridge. I don't know if they actually said how. Like... They just were like, oh, it would be helpful if we rebuilt this. I was like, yeah. Alright, that's a little loud. Actually, what? I've been... Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I've been there. Excuse me. Goddamn. Fishies! Do they move? Oh, weak. This game's not better than that one Call of Duty game.
I bet it came in handy.
Ha!
You have to hand it to the ancient elves. They love their statues.
Okay, too far.
Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone.
Oh,
People have been killed for less.
God.
Okay.
Fucking son! Ow. Holy crap. I remember how to play this. Alright.
They had told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite.
Um.
I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close.
So she's scared, but loyal. I'll take loyalty over bravery. Yoink. Wait.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Put that one there. And then... It's gonna go... Not where I thought it would. Hang on. There. That'll do anything? Oh. Okay. I get it. Oh, I didn't see that one. Wait. But then how do I... Oh, do I need to place it, like, without being able to tell where the laser's going? Oh, because I can't move it. Huh. Excuse me. Hang on, what's this? I ain't making that jump, am I? Oh, wait, no, there's a bar to push down. Oh my god, I love that. It's all very plainly, obviously laid out, but I'm only just discovering it. Like, one at a time, as I'm, like, actually having to think about it. So we knock that down. Pick that out. You pop that on there, maybe? Just cause. Okay. New gear for Balara. Nice. And then place that there.
I did it.
Now I have a bridge. Which is a shortcut. Apparently. Well then. But now we can go this way to see what this actual quest is about.
This could be one of the Evanuris. Might even be Gillenane or Elganon.
What sort of person wants to be...
This artifact isn't working right. Maybe if I look to the crystals it's connected to.
Wait, do we need Balara for this? Isn't she like the expert? I'm gonna grab Balara just in case. Hmm. Oh, wait. It's going. It's up there. Oh Jesus. Okay. Which way? Does this loop around? Yep.
I'm on it.
Crack on. Can I just... Okay. Okay, so she fixed the thing, but we need a crystal. Alright.
The person who set this up was in contact with someone or something from the Fade.
That. What does that do? And then it goes. Leads across to there. Okay, we'll do that. Grab that. Oh.
Syrian. Sure thing.
Okay. And run back. I like these. Hey, Jabler. How's it going? How you doing, bud? I can... There you go. Now you can see the objectives a little better. Or I guess I can... just Okay, I don't think I can actually do that one. You know, Jay Blair, when you commissioned those emotes, right? I'm surprised. How come you didn't get yourself like a death count? Because then you would theoretically have a death count emote for every stream.
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
Okay. Want to get basic 5? That's understandable. Okay, so we need to somehow beam the light down, I think. Rosemary, yay.
How did you get so good at fixing
Wait.
alluvians?
Oh, it's mostly a survival thing. Accidentally release a couple demons or rile up the local wildlife with misdirected magic a
That's a good
few
point.
times and you learn what not to do.
Oh,
That's all the crystals. Hopefully that fixes the artifacts.
Alright. Dragon Age cannot swim.
Got it.
That's a person. Or it was, and it came out of the Fade.
This magic. It was designed to draw something in. And it's familiar.
Might be best if we stop tampering.
Why did we... Why, like, realistically, though, like, why were we fucking with it to begin with? What did... 3% ranged attack damage? I guess... Nope. Plan on making another order, getting these 6. Lurk, comfy, cry, lol, hug, and hum. Alright, why the fuck is this not... There we go. Mass skills. When I take damage, I generate mana. That's pretty good, I suppose. Alright, so... Basically done there as well. Journal... This area will unlock later. This area will unlock later. Defeat the champion who was level 24. This area will unlock later. Search the crossroads. Basic ones that everyone tends to have. That's true. I was thinking about it and I was like, I wonder if, like, would it be more unique and even advantageous to not get like the typical emotes? Because I remember it was 39 Death who said that, like, kind of like, you know, everyone gets like the chibi emotes and there's nothing wrong with them, but they've become so institutionalized and so like Twitch related that it's like, oh, everyone gets the chibi emotes because chibi emotes are cute. But to her, it was like she personally enjoys emotes more when they just look kind of like derpy and silly. Like if I post one of hers now, for example, like Daft Heart, right? Like it, she thinks they become more unique and more like shared if they're like silly and specific to the stream, as opposed to let's make you know, let's do the chibi emotes, the same ones that everyone gets, sort of thing. And again, like, she didn't say it was wrong to do that, and she didn't say it was like it's just her personal preference, and I don't think it's wrong to do that either. I mean, I've got chibi emotes, right? It just got me thinking, like, I wonder if you can, like, you know, just do... Okay, I'm gonna pick the main mission because I have no idea how to actually do that one. Like, what if I had more emotes that were specific to my stream? And then it was sort of more of a thing of like, well, what would it even be?
Strife in Ireland before, right?
You know, what would even be something specific to me?
While we were searching for solace.
Yeah.
Strife and Ireland helped us navigate the fade.
Not a whole lot, right?
Oh, I've heard about that. Spatial anomalies and time loops. I wish I could have seen it.
Neve is required. Okay. Clogs. That's true, yeah. The clogs thing kind of become a meme here and stuff.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher.
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
But would it just be some clogs, or would it be a chibi ankle wearing clogs? Right? Because we're still in the chibi realm. But then, yeah, again, like, neither of... It's not wrong or anything like that, so...
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
Oh, it's
We
cool
can help.
guy.
We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Hit the doggo. Okay.
Raining again.
My god, wait. Oh.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Hello.
Hi. Definitely a very much needed dialogue option there. Hello.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask.
You ain't got shit, lady. Okay, get that. Oh, got Neve some new armor. Fuck it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait.
Come back any... Got some new supplies. Take a look. See you again.
Bye. Wait. It said neither's required. Oh, why does it do it like that? That's so stupid. Just show me the people that I'm actually got with me. Disney! The hat! It's gone. The hat is gone. Alright guys, we did it. We beat Dragon Age. We beat Dragon Age Veilguard. Decent game, decent game. It was difficult, but it did take some time. We finally removed the hat. Alright, I guess this is just... Everything else from now on is just bonus content.
You know the antiquarian? These urchins come in.
You know the antiquarian?
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way.
Guarantee there's an achievement for donating to every beggar in every city.
Janitori, why are they so close to the shop?
Bam!
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Chat, I lost an honor mode run, single player honor mode run yesterday. I got really sad. I died to Ethel. It was already looking dicey because Gale left the party because he didn't get a magic item quick enough.
Got it.
It's
But
dark down
Ethel
here,
killed
isn't it?
me. Whoa.
Don't like the sound of that.
Oh, by the way, I saw a YouTube short. Someone said the hair physics are great, especially if you walk around shaking the analog stick. That they walk around the game like that all the time now.
That did it. We can get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents. Then down.
Can use ladders, okay.
Get them.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
Come on. One at a time. No pushing.
Take him out.
Woo! Wait. Venatori working with Darkspawn? Or no? I'm very confused. Are the Venatori working with the Darkspawn? That would be impossible?
We need to find the other boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yo, I should have got the shield guy.
All set. Got him in position.
All right.
Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And that worries me.
Bleed damage? I'm not gonna be doing bleed damage.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
No. Wait, so I killed like 4 Venatori and a couple of Darkspawn, and that was clearing the Darkspawn tunnel? Seems like it wasn't really... It shouldn't have been an issue for people.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
They were scared of that.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Thank you.
How did the Venatori even know about the shop? Isn't it supposed to be secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
Yeah, all
It
4
wasn't
of
just
them.
Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Yeah, best not to make assumptions.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Although I was kind of jumping to
If you're looking for
conclusions.
answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Turn to the
Is he
Shadow
still
Dragons.
making waves around the city?
He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until...
So the Viper's real name is Asher.
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
I think Asher sounds cooler than Viper, I'm gonna be honest.
Those are Venatori. We're on the right track. Onto you.
Where's... Is it not around? Oh, I've been here before.
Watch out. The Venatori have posted guards.
Beep. Beep, beep. Whoa, you missed me. Nice. Oh, I need to kill his crystal. Haha. Get crystal, idiot. All right. Stop leaving the rooftop passage open, Venatori. It leads a draft.
These were worn by my parents and their parents' parents. Now they're yours,
But be sure
to guard them with your life. He said, don't ever let them
touch my clothes.
Get ready.
Go on, Ghibli. Hello, Aizo.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Look, Aizo, it's me. Kind of. It's me. It's me. Oh, what'd you get? I completely missed.
It's a Venatori.
Oh, hello. Ow.
Time to clean up.
That's all the Venatori. Right. Here's our way in.
Look, they left the hatch open. And it lets in a draft. Just like they said. Whee! Oh. Whee!
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break.
Well, when aren't they? A pathetic, weak, good-for-nothing fish. Oh, you got to try again then, didn't you? Speaking of, I watched Ko play this. Said he'd wanted to play Kunari, but they were disappointed in how they made them in this game. Yeah, that's really only my one gripe about this game so far. Is just how they changed the way the Kunari look. They just look like people with horns now. They don't look like Kunari. They don't look unique anymore. Which kind of sucks.
They're summoning Darkspawn. How? We stop them. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
Oh, there you go, Jabler. It's not less of a pathetic fish, is it? Yeah, like, I mean, even like, you know, the combat I'm really enjoying. The dialogue, people have said like the dialogue's really bad. I think there's definitely times when the dialogue has been a little too like sunshine and roses, chummy, like we're all best friends. It's not winning that counts, it's taking part, kind of like goody, you know. It's like sometimes it's a little bit like sometimes the dialogue is a bit too like goody two shoes and everyone loves each other. you know, and it's a bit like, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, like, because it's a bit, it doesn't feel natural. But it's only been a couple of times that I've felt that way enough to warrant it, like, noticeable. Otherwise, I was actually talking... They talk to you like you're a child. Yeah, it's a bit more like, it's less dark fantasy at times and more a little bit like they're trying to tell a story to a child. Yeah, like it's a bit more friendly. Like it's a bit more like, okay, so you know how like in a kids show they won't just be like, "Oh, you failed." They'll be like, "It's okay, don't worry, there's always next time." You know, like like it comes across as like way too like, and I don't know how to describe it with, because nothing sounds completely right. But yeah, I mean, graphics looks great. The game looks fine, and the player models were a bit jarring to me, like in the trailer that I watched. But then when I actually played the game, I was like, oh, they look fine. It looked like they look different than they used to, but like they look fine otherwise. Combat is super fun. It really feels like, it makes me feel very skilled. It makes me feel very in the thick of it. I like the combat more than I do in Dragon Age Inquisition, because Inquisition,
Figure out what they were doing.
playing as a mage, a lot of it is kind of just standing there and just press in the background while everyone else does. Okay, well, Jabler has opinions, but yeah, it's more actiony. It's way more like, you're way more like in the thick of it, you know. I love that they've given the models, the mages,
is being paid off by Venatori.
more of an ability to like be like the blade mage that I am, like where you can actually get stuck in and but still be a mage. And I was actually complimenting, specifically, I complimented a part of the dialogue last time I played. I think it was...
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
It was Balara. It was a cutscene with Balara where she was like saying something about how... Oh, it was her... I don't know if you've got to this point or you've seen it, but it was Balara's quest where she talked about how she always double checks the devices because of an accident that caused her something to happen to her brother. And I don't know how to describe this well enough because it's a very visual thing, but like the way this specific voice actor for the character that I've chosen, the way he delivered the lines, and there's also this, he sounded so realistic. It sounded so real. It didn't sound like a movie script. It didn't sound like it was a play. It felt so genuine. And he did this bit with her as well, where she kind of like looked up at him, and he just did this little flick of the head, as if to say like, you know, come on, let's get up, like let's keep going. You know, it was just this little flick of the head, but the facial animations, along with that little flick of the head, it felt so genuine and so like real that I was actually like, man, he's like really reassuring dude, like. So yeah, literally, like, I'm playing as a Kunari because, you know, and Calagon horns, Kunari. But otherwise, like, What's that? I played the Veil Jumper, Veil Archer. I will say, as soon as I started playing, I felt like... It felt to me like the game wanted me to be... Well, you know the guy where he's like the assassins or the thieves guild or whatever they're called, like the raven,
we keep finding in the catacombs.
the ravens or the crows or something.
Where the shadow dragons are exactly.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if
I've been seen in the bar. No. So not Varric. The guy that sounds a bit like Antonio Banderas. Like he sounds like Hispanic kind of. He's the rogue that you meet.
Did you find anything in there?
And he loves his coffee. You know, like
control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We
He's
found documents from the Night Commander.
I remember the smell of
And he's
Antivian
actually
coffee.
Venatori.
Like it was yesterday.
We'll discuss things there.
He's one of your party members, but yeah, so like they're like the they have like the black leather and like crow feather type cape. I forget what they're called. But like, oh, I can show you. This guy. Even Mage's Brawl. Yeah, I mean, that's just like, it's just an opening, in it, like, I suppose. But they're also just trying to fight. They're not trying to burn the people alive, right? They're not killing them. So maybe you can argue that point. But yeah, so... Oh, Antivan Crows. When I started playing the game, it gave me the impression, and every RPG that lets you pick a class and character and race, there's always a part of me that likes to see if I can figure out where the devs' minds were and what kind of character for the main character that they had in mind. And almost as soon as I started playing, the game gave me this feeling of like, oh, they want me to be an Antivian Crow rogue. Like, that is, if there was a canon character, it would be an Antivian Crow rogue, I think. Because it gave me that vibe. It's kind of like in Elden Ring, to me, if there was a canon character that you start as, a canon race you start as, it would be the warrior. The one that wears the same arm, the one that starts with the axe and the high strength, same armor as Nefeli Lu. Because there's just this feeling I get that like you're returning from somewhere. You've returned back to the Lands Between, and it shows you when it talks about you in the intro screen. It shows you as one of the many dead laid out in this big room. And I think you were part of Godfrey's warband. Dark Souls 3, I think you were a Black Hand assassin to the Prince. Because the Prince is the only kindling of the flame main boss that doesn't have a connected NPC quest to him. And when you fight him, you can summon a Black Hand assassin. And then you get a set of Black Hand armor in the capital where the prince is located. So to me, the canon character of Dark Souls 3 is a Black Hand assassin. Elden Ring is the warrior. You know, Mass Effect, Dragon Age 1, I think for me, it was, not the Templars, but the ones that, like, fight the Darkspawn. You know the guy with the beard that it, like, I forget. But yeah, warrior. I think you just start out as a default warrior kind of thing. I think Dragon Age Inquisition actually confirmed that it's canon that Hawk, the champion, right, of Kirkwall, is a mage. Because if you meet him
catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse
in the game without loading a pre-save state, he arrives as a mage.
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
But yeah, I just like to think about what the devs have in their mind when they create it. I don't think I was meant to be a Kunari mage from the Secret Dragons or whatever it was called. Because it's a mix mash. I think I was meant to be an Antivan rogue. Not that, again, everything still works, but like...
Throw at us.
It's good that you're back. You know more about the risen gods than anyone. Not surprising, since you technically set them loose in the first place.
Now, let's not dwell on past mistakes.
I made one of each class.
Deep in the city,
yeah, I like to try them all at least.
The Magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised
Baldur's Gate 3.
Tried it, didn't much care
If you were to say that there was a canon main character, even though it's D&D, which so there really isn't, but like I would say it's Dark Urge. I think Dark Urge is like the canon main character kind of thing, you know. Dark Urge sorcerer. My mage was also a spellblade. Do good, my man. I'm out. All right. Thanks for stopping by. From those treasure hunters, whatever they were called.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mivaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
I hope Minrathous hasn't been unkind to you. Tevinter is wary of the Qunari thanks to old and ongoing enmities.
Oh,
Mayvarus
Lords of
Talani,
Fortune?
Formerly Magister Mayvarus Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me.
Did you pick the Lords of Fortune because it's a Cthulhu face?
My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss.
Their sigil was like a Cthulhu face.
Expected at the Swan.
Me? The cobbled swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden?
But yeah, look at that hair physics and the beard physics.
Some help with the blight.
Come back when you can.
Like,
I think we'll need your help again.
People are too hung up on joining the Twitter mob and hating on things. This game looks fantastic. Like, it looks great. The Venatori serve the risen gods, who have given the cultists magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. Cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond. Oh, that's a cool backstory from a mage. Oh, you read their names and you think that there's some wealthy pricks. ISO! Language. But if you read what they do, they're actually dungeon daredevils hunting for rare relics and such. Yeah, but I mean, okay. My argument would be like, that's kind of like what rich British dudes did when they went to Africa. You know, like, oh, we're going on the hunt. I don't like the wait. The veil jumpers seem cool. I don't necessarily like. British snobs confirmed. Yeah. Oh well, yes. You have to respect the local customs. God, bullet. Of course, they asked me to take part in their ritual to welcome me to the tribe. And of course, you have to respect the local customs. Oh, yes. Yes, you have to respect the local customs.
They're telling us to watch out for
You have to respect the local customs. That's a Key and Peele skit. Oh! Give Neve a gift to brighten up her day. Okay.
I imagine the Grey Wardens have their hands full elsewhere.
But yeah, I think it sounds like I pretty much agree with Ko. The game is perfectly fine. In fact, it's a good game. Do you know what I like about this game? It's a AAA title that released, and it's not buggy and broken. It's finished. It's a finished game. That's what I like about it. Yeah, can I nitpick at some things? Yes. Would I like certain things to have been different? Yes. Are those really impacting my ability to enjoy this game? No.
We sail.
Yeah, well, Ko is... I don't, like, watch his streams. I've seen videos of his and stuff. Ko, to me, strikes me as, like, one of the most mature voices on Twitch. And then Asmongold started calling him a BioWare shill, company shill and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, like, grow up. He's honest. Yeah, he's honest, but he's not hurtful when he's honest, like a lot of people are when about games like this. It's like I haven't got to that point in the story, but I've heard about the scene, pronouns scene, and I've heard about like how they chastise a character for getting the pronouns wrong, and all I can think about that is like I would ask the person, when you played it and you saw that scene, did you die? Did it make you cry? Did it ruin your day? No? Well, get over it. Like, you know, like it's just... Ew. Why did I buy that? Yeah, like, I finished counting my minis. You are still counting them, dude? Oh. Oh god. That was like an hour ago. No, like 2 hours ago. Also, I thought it was really telling as well. Like, it's like, I agree with what, like, Evan said. It's very telling what complaints people have about the game when their biggest complaint is that it's woke and, pronouns. And it's like, okay. So, you're a bit bigoted. Cool. Like, do you really have to give a shit about that stuff? Like, you know it. Like, most people that are complaining about that shit don't actually care, right? If the game is good, people won't care about that stuff. And it's literally like,
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read
yeah,
it.
most people online that complain about the game for stupid reasons like, oh, they use they them in a fantasy game. Oh, I don't like it. It's like, have you played it? Or did you watch an Asmongold clip on
I
YouTube?
started this. I'll deal with it.
And I say Asmongold because it's easier to see Asmongold reacting to something than it is to see the actual original fucking video. What's my guess? 264. But yeah. I saw a scene in this game with Balara where she was trying to fix something. 264 total. $364. She was trying to fix something and she gets mad at it and she starts whacking it, and like the character was like, hey, have you tried kicking it? And then that, after I played it, that scene came up as a YouTube video that was like the state of gaming dialogue in 2024. And I was watching and I saw the cutscenes and people were like, oh my god, this is so cringe and blah blah blah. And I was like, what's wrong with this? I genuinely, I was like watching it and I was like, what's actually the problem they have with it? They weren't cursing, they weren't swearing, they weren't saying the F word. Balara didn't, you know, rip her shirt off. The main character didn't use his Sigma masculine energy to fix it for her. Like, what's the problem? I genuinely don't know what people are complaining about. 2,121 minutes. Yeah, I just rounded down. But yeah, not to make my like review of the game around the Twitter mob, but generally I am enjoying this game. So far, I've really liked the writing. The main character feels very, very human and realistic. Everyone's quirky and fun in their own way. It's good. It's good. I like it. I haven't had anything bad to say about it, bar the way the Qunari look. I wish they looked more like the original Qunari. I also was a bit bothered that you can be a mage Qunari, because Qunari that have magical abilities are very volatile, dangerous, and usually get locked up in like Qunari culture. So it was a bit like, a bit strange. But that's me being a lore head and nitpicking at it. But look, it's adorable.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Game's following origins is that there's no healer class. You could kind of make like a healer mage in Inquisition. Because when I would play Inquisition, I would always make Solus a support sort of healer type character. So you could kind of do it in Inquisition. But Inquisition focused way more on that tactical camera team-based combat thing.
That's awful.
But I love this main character's voice actor.
I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done.
The Chantry mage.
Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Sure is happy.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
Some shadows are optimists.
I hope you're right.
Shadow
Alright,
dragons,
Belle.
not secret dragons. That's what
You
they're
get
called.
me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Hey! Dude, there's like no... Hang on. Phew. I opted for all emotional dialogue if I was given the choice on my playthrough, the little tear icon. I think I realized I tend to go for like a sort of like
Hey, Brooke.
an approving thing, because a lot of them in this one, like the sort of a thumbs up one, comes across as like agreeable, but like not like he also explains why it's agreeable. So it doesn't come across as just I'm just like being a yes man.
Look who's thoughtful.
There you go. Enjoy your map thing. How I saw the thumbs up one is what the game intends the main character to say. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I like. I just like playing how stories.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Like I like letting the story guide me as opposed to injecting my personal choices.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
So that's a new quest, right? Okay, we've got picking up some companion quests. We're gonna go see our waifu for the game. I decided that my waifu for this game is Harding, because in Inquisition they allow you to flirt with Harding, but then just when you think you're actually like making progress with her, the game doesn't let you like get closer to Harding.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
Fair enough. Belara's Belara was your romance?
Rook, good to see you.
Ah, hello. Oh god, wait. Is this implying that I need to collect paintings? Yeah, Harding, like, she was very cool in the... Wait, am I missing anyone to talk to? No. Let's do Neves. Because that was back in the town thing. This is the longest hair I could find, by the way. But like, right now, my hair probably is like... I'm gonna point it out with my actual hand. Check it out. Follow my hand. My hair goes to about here, where the kind of the V meets that line. My hair is probably about that length right now. It's nearly past... Well, no, it's past my butt. It's like nearly halfway to down my thighs. Neven Harding, travel to track quest. I love this feature as well. Travel to the tracked quest. That's so handy. It saves so much time on like unnecessary loading screens.
I remember the Knight Commander before Lenos.
Ah! You know what? I deserve that. I deserve that. I tried to purge Izo's comment of saying cutting my hair, and I accidentally deleted my chat from OBS.
But what if the Darkspawn comes?
Izo cannot be stopped. I don't know how I did it. Don't ask me how I managed it. But yeah, I mean, anyone that says that this game doesn't feel like a Dragon Age game...
I trade news with the shadows, but it takes more
Oh.
than one source to get along here.
Izo, I'll tell you something that someone pointed out to me the other day.
Nothing like coming back
And
to
it
the city.
made a really good point.
You miss it.
They made a really good point. So I raided someone called Just a CEO. They're a orc VTuber, I believe. They made a really good point about this game. They said, Avatar's hair, but like length behind, it's the same as 2 strands in the front. Your actual hair be like kind of like your avatar's hair here, but like 2 lengths behind is the same as 2 strands in front. It does that sometimes, but I'm wearing headphones a lot of the time, so generally it's like swept back. But like if I'm going out, I'll generally grab the top of my hair by the crown, like the top part of my hair, and tie that up into a ponytail. So I'll have like untied hair on the back of my head going down, the top of my head in a ponytail also going down, and then I'll have like the 2 strands that tend to either like just come over the shoulder naturally, or they will like fall back in the into being in front. Am I explaining that very well? I tried a man bun, but I kept falling over. Yeah, it's too top heavy. Yeah, so just a CEO, the way they explain this game is that their main gripe with the game was that it assumes you know everything about the previous game. Like, it kind of doesn't... Wait, the length? Actual hair be like, kind of like your avatar's hair here, but length behind is the same as 2 strands in the front. So you're saying my hair is just pulled forward? So it's like my character's hair, but just pulled forward? I'm confused about the wording, sorry. But yeah, basically, just a CEO said that, like, the game assumes that you know everything about the previous game and you know who people are. Like, the game kind of starts in such a way that it assumes you just know who Varric is. It assumes you know who Harding is. It doesn't really develop your relationship with Varric and why you're so chummy. It assumes you just know that Solus is the Dreadwolf god and you're there stopping this big ritual. And you know why. If someone's coming in and playing Veilguard as their first game, they might... I can see why they might feel like the writing isn't good, because it does kind of assume you know what's going on. Like, it doesn't stop to ever explain anything. Really, it felt like, these are his words, it felt like a continuation from Inquisition, and Dragon Age has never really done that before. It was always a unique game that paid homage as well as bring up incidents and things that happened in the previous games. But Veilguard kind of just continues on from Inquisition, sort of assuming you know what's going on and who people are. Like, and I kind of agree with that. And it's why I don't see it, because obviously I know everything that's going on. I know who people are and stuff, but at the same time, I can see why people might think the writing is bad, because it assumes too much from the player.
Yes. No. I don't know.
An honest answer.
I can barely keep things straight as it is. Minrathous
doesn't make things easy.
Also, yeah, sorry about the hair thing. I don't know what you meant, Izo, to be honest.
There's sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's serials too.
They don't, it's funny. I assume it's because of some, like, mechanical limitations.
Right, let's go.
But I've seen people complain about
before Varric, before the shadows,
the character models being stubby and short.
People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways,
and you do this on your own?
I've got
and like, yeah, like if you look at Nev, like Nev looks kind of like, she looks short. She doesn't look like, sometimes they don't look super correctly proportioned. And I think that's because of the same reason why they actually suggest that you don't manipulate the character too much, because it can interfere with like cutscenes and stuff. Because if you look at me as a Kunari, that isn't even the max height. I am definitely larger than your average human being. right? And so I think... So I think, like, what they tried to do... Because I've seen actual Kunari in the game that you fight, and they are significantly taller than me. So even though I am Kunari, the Kunari NPCs that I've seen are like 2 feet higher than me. So I think what they did in an attempt to make the Kunari race feel bigger for the character to play, they didn't raise the height of the Kunari because of some mechanical limitations. They shrank people. Do you know what I mean? Because when you see like Nev next to Harding,
Keep an eye out.
Nev just looks like a tall dwarf, as opposed to
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying.
as opposed to like a human.
Thanks.
Because when you look at the size of, like, say, Varric in Inquisition, he would easily just come up to like a human character's belly button. But in this, he's like near the same height as Nev, you know.
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
I mean, look, that's definitely a dwarf character, and she's about a head higher than him, and I'm about a head higher than her. But if you look at Iron Ball,
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person.
he was significantly bigger than like most people in your party.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The shadows brought me in after that.
I reduced my character's height as much as possible.
One, please.
Did you go for realism, Isa?
I'll save this one for the Viper.
Okay, I want to read the hair thing again. I always imagine your actual hair to be like, kind of like your avatar's hair here. My avatar's, not my game character. But length. But like, length behind is the same as 2 strands in the front. Okay, so you're saying it's like this character, but there's just hair in the front as well.
Viper spotted at a local fish fry.
And show the mini.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's...
You know I paint minis too, right?
So you like us, right?
You're alright.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
Yeah, and Canon ordered the D&D ones.
First-hand account.
One paper.
Another
Thanks.
rebellion? Here's
Your
what we
hair
know.
on the back of your head going down your back is the same length as the 2 strands of hair going over the shoulders at the front.
What happened in Martin's
So,
Town?
do you mean like these shorter parts wouldn't be shorter? They'd be long as the same. It will be the same length. Because that's true.
You've got a good eye. I'm starting to think my good neighbours lack taste. Go on, take a closer.
I don't have like shorter parts. Yeah, all around. Yeah, all my hair is the same length. It's not like short. Doesn't have shorter parts in it. It's not styled in any particular way. Do you know there is one thing that I'm like starting to not be super sure about on this PNG is the hand coming out. Because in a weird way, I feel like this would be a decent size if it wasn't for the hand. Because then the hand makes it so that the character ends up taking up a third of the screen. Whereas if the hand wasn't there, it would be like a quarter of the screen. I want to cut your hair so it's short, like the strands in the front. I don't have the... I am not handsome like my my PNG. It would not fit my face for sure. You can literally just cut off the hand from the image, would work.
Okay. The charm's good against all weaknesses and manipulation.
I think there's something about altering the art
Better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you
under
will
the
at
contract.
Docks for half the price and twice the
You can't
enchantment.
alter the imagery.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass.
City contracts, yeah. Like, I get it, but also...
Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is there something you're buying, my friend?
Because, like, there, I'm outside of this game's UI. But then, realistically, my character is this big. And so much of it doesn't get shown most of the time. Did you notice about my hand, though? Look. I incorporated some of the tattoos to be, like, somewhat related to my real tattoos, but also some of my favorite games that I played. The hand is the tattoo from the game Banishers. Scale it down. Oh yeah, I have an axe. It's a dragon wing axe. I also have a wagging tail. And the hair goes down off the screen. There's a lot that you don't see. And also, Kenshi had the really cool idea of, in lore, that this is my as human a form as I can get. I still have the horns, my ears don't look completely human. My hands are like still kind of claw-like. But the coat is actually my wings that folded over and magically changed into the jacket as like a kind of glamour. So small ankle, yeah. Can I sell you a scam?
Rook, no. But I've got a Treviso Manor in need of tenants if you're willing to pay up front.
You know, I've made that one work. Can't go back to Voldorma, though. What about you, Nev?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says
All
it's under
blank.
control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on.
No money,
If you
shoulders.
hear anything,
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
don't tell me you're surprised.
Like surprised. No! No! Damn it! Damn it! I'm loyal to Harding.
I thought you'd be on opposite sides.
No!
Nothing's
Iso has been caught
They're a
by the
problem,
ant gods.
And they keep worse problems away. Whether we're on the same
Oh,
side...
she's vibing to whatever the
depends
ant
where you
is.
are. But we've got more to see.
Wait,
Let's go.
when Iso comes back.
If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
There you go.
You've lived in Docktown your
How did no eyes are left?
Since I was born.
She
Unless
just
I'm
said
out of
she's
the
got an
city for
ad.
a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
An
Hey.
investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
We've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
I guess that works.
Until it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, we want mini ankle, right? If I'm mini ankle, does that mean I've become Jabler?
The best
10-second travel ad.
The latest chapter is here.
Need to be chibi.
We'll take one.
Circle.
I still have the chibi model, which was my first ever PNG.
Gossip.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
Oh, yeah, I still technically have that.
Leaving so soon?
What? I'm going to the thing. Oh my god, it was a cat. I thought I was looting it.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
Scandal and enchantment.
Enchantment?
Look around and you'll find something. We've got...
The real
I don't know. Something you might need?
Enchantment. Enchantment.
Scandal and enchantment. Read it here first.
Paper. Thanks.
Enchantment.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
We need... No.
Huh? Yeah. I'm good.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
I like how we woke up at the lighthouse and we were like, oh my god, we're in the Fade. How did this happen? But then we realized we could leave the Fade but still decide to stay at the lighthouse.
This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
This was worth it.
You said you'd take jobs worth taking.
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest, we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win.
As I wants tea.
And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
Sometimes luck sticks.
You believe that? Then I've got a Treviso manor to sell you needs a good tenant.
I'm not a mark. I'm serious.
I know. We managed to keep out of trouble. Let's get back before that changes.
Never approves. Bloody hope so. Nev caught up on Docktown news and met with her thread contact, Alec. He told Nev there's been more Venatori in Docktown lately. If he learns anything more, Nev will hear about it. After enjoying her favourite fish fry stand. Jesus Christ. Blah. Nev revealed that her job tends to go sideways, so she expects the worst and looks for small wins. I tried to do a good job narrating. And then I opened my mouth. Fish and chips is easy to say. It comes more naturally. Unlike that, keep getting quests for everyone apart from Harding. It's bull.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a shadow dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
They wrecked a slavery.
Theft? You mean rescuing enslaved people? Murder? You mean the Venatori cultists who enslaved those people?
And destruction of property?
I might have broken a window on the way out.
Fine.
Moida.
All I want to know is how a Minrathous crook unleashed the Blight.
I'm being stern with him.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fenharel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Here we go.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
Dude, why is...
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
That's Dorian?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Okay, let's...
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Dorian looks different.
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Veilguard Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
Just grew his hair out a little.
A problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight.
His hair was jet black in Inquisition. I think that's what's throwing me off.
On the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Less hair here, more their hair. More their hair, more hair there. Jesus Christ.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness.
Oh shit. RTX on.
But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own.
Why not just make scissors?
Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
You know? Or maybe if you put the two daggers together, they'd become scissors.
I need to talk to Varric.
Ooh. Wait. Wait, undiscovered? Oh, let's go discover it then. Huh? Oh, hi. Whoa, okay. Well, I wasn't in the... Can you try and make the sound you get from looking at this emote? How's that? All right, why are we being attacked in the streets?
Someone's mad.
Just like a little kid going, yeah. But like it's got a bit of a gravel to the voice, like a 80s, like fucking like alfalfa type kid. So he's like,
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do
trying to force it, you know, the
Why does everyone call him the Veilguard?
John, he's a symbol. Slaves aren't gonna shiver in their boots about.
Dude, they keep making fun of Asher's name. No one's going to be scared of the name Asher, but Viper sounds scary. Maybe if Asher was scary, he'd make the name Asher scary. Wait. I need to... Alright, Izo. What does this sound like?
How is he?
What does that emote sound like?
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Dea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Dea. This is just too much right now.
Ow.
If there's
You've never given that one a sound in your head? I'll give you one.
I hope these two are paying attention.
Dea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how. If
The
I'm
other one
going to
is
stop
because
her.
it's like a child being angry his mother wouldn't buy him ice cream.
Boys,
Huh?
enough of this.
We don't know
We have other
Peepo's.
things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me.
You don't know what Peepo is.
Get you the ashes.
You want to see the Veilguard emote I found on 7TV? Go on, I'm curious. So the Ragey one, I imagine that slightly as like Pikachu, sort of going. Oh, so it's just trolling. Okay.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful, but this, the only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
You can remove that one though.
He's been
It's-
careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon.
Please and thank you.
What could be next? And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Ilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
By the way, just about my leg for a second.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Ilario.
So my leg, the swollen part of my leg. What does it mean? Where like say like I use the tip of my finger and like push down on the swollen part and it just stays indent. It just keeps the sort of dent in it. Does that make sense? Anyway.
How did you stay on her good side?
What good side?
To hear Katerina tell it, Lucanis can do no wrong.
It's easy to look good standing next to my cousin.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Thank you, Thea.
Let's do business.
Can I rank up the... Oh, I can. Sounds like edema. Isn't that just a bruise? Doesn't that just mean a bruise? We are the Edemaru. We're building up beneath the skin. Ah, okay. That might explain why it's so, like, puffy. Puffy the Vampire Slayer.
You cannot help but flee.
We are the Edemaru.
You think? This time he's definitely
It's not personal.
We know the songs the sirens sang. I'm so not ready for this fight, but I'm deciding to do it anyway. Nah. Edge. Magic! Magic! Magic missile! Magic missile! Magic missile! Magic missile! Magic missile! Alright, let's try. If it is, I recommend trying to keep your leg elevated and reduce salt intake. Salt shouldn't be an issue, but yeah, maybe elevated.
It's not personal.
But could that not make, if there is infection, could it not, would that be bad?
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone else gets, right?
Oh, that's in over it. Magic missile! Magic missile! Oh god. Yeah. Still not ready for this fight. Ow.
Nice hit, Rook.
Given I cannot actually do a checkup, better to listen to an actual doctor who can look at it. I got the only advice that my whole entire practice could give me was from a receptionist that went, "Have you tried salt bath? Have you tried a salt bathe?" Have you tried bathing it in salt water?
Whatever you say. Excellent form, Rook.
Well, keeping the area clean is one thing. Salt water does disinfect. Yeah, but it's just like that's very like basic stuff, right? You know, it's the only concern that like my mother has had is that I sustained the injury coming on to nearly a month ago now, and it's not healed like at all. Ow. Like what should have been just a scratch of like, you know, being like stabbed with like a little the little bed handle hook has taken nearly a month. That's because you're low on crucial vitamins. Yeah, that's what I said. Like I still have like scratches from when the kittens were, well, from when the cats were like new kittens, but from when I just got them. They're still like scars. You take magnesium supplements? I do. I forget though. Like I'm not good at remembering to do things if it's not like put right in front of me. Do you know what I mean? Like if like sometimes like basic stuff, like even forgetting to eat, like I'll forget to eat if someone doesn't remind me. Like I'll just be like, why am I hungry? They're like, have you eaten? I was like, oh no, I haven't. Need to make them a stream redeem? What, take magnesium? Yeah, no, I've literally this. Oh, that's a nearly empty bottle. This. That is a bottle of magnesium complex with zinc and D3. Well, I can only take 2 a day, so suggested use: take 2 as a food supplement for adults. Take 2 capsules per day, preferably during mealtime. Blah blah blah. Why is there brown rice flour in it? What? Anyway. Supplements need to be consistent, otherwise it's like throwing a drop of water into an ocean. Yeah. I just suck at remembering. I remember, I forget to take like antidepressants a lot as well. And then I wonder why I have like really shitty days. Docktown champion. Let's see if the Docktown champion is less lower leveled. This is another... Okay, this is a gripe that I do have with the game. Is... Does it not, on the journal, tell you the recommended level for quests? That's a bit annoying. That I have to go to the location, find out what's there, potentially be super underleveled and die. Because the journal doesn't suggest the quest level. Again, it's a nitpick. It's something that could just get added. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's a bit annoying. Just tell me if I'm ready to do it or not, you know?
Hallows' fried fish is to die for.
You're from Ferelden, aren't you?
I am. You too? There's so much magic in Minrathous. It's almost all you see at first. But it's also just full of people trying to live their lives, like everywhere else.
So it's like every city. Am I going to be King of England? Oh, wait, that's a person, not a stone. Never mind. I thought it was a sword in a stone. Turns out it was a sword in a person. Oh, Izo, what do you think about how the Darkspawn and the demons look in this game? Corpse of Skoon? I don't understand the reference. Big fan? You like how they look in this game? I didn't like how they changed up some of the demons. So the demons look more like... They just look more like their electricity inside of a shell, as opposed to actual creatures. Like the Pride demons in this game, I didn't like the way the Pride demons look. But Kenshi pointed out how, like, the Darkspawn look different than that. I would say I don't particularly have, like, an opinion. It does, like, I'm not, like, it's whatever. But... yeah, he pointed out like the Darkspawn look way less scary and like gruesome.
Less alone. It's a spirit of compassion. My own name.
Because if you look back at Origins and how the Darkspawn looked in that, they looked like
a connection I cannot
vicious.
I have impressions, but if I learn more,
I like that for me because demons aren't a creature necessarily, but a manifestation of human negativity.
Grey stone, rain.
In Dragon Age? I thought they were just creatures from another dimension. Are they not? Oh, okay.
Consider it done.
Cheese looks good. I should get some to take back. Ooh, we can have it with toast and apples.
Toast, apples, and cheese.
I heard enough gals.
Harding, you're making it real hard to like you. Like, that's good food, but, like, it's boring as heck. There's so many other things you can do with cheese. But you go toast and apples? Come on. I think because the blight is different in this game. That's true. But I think what it is for me, like, oh, what did you say? Like the ogre? Ogre looks like a bit derpy and a bit cartoonish. It just kind of looks like a monkey.
Sloppy, but useful.
It's alive and being instead of being dead and stagnant. That's true. I think it's something that I notice a lot in horror games is there's almost a downside to graphics being better sometimes, because the better the graphics can look, it makes things look very clean and polished. And they end up losing a lot of their, like, fear factor. Because they didn't have to rely on the small amount of technology.
You cannot help but flinch whenever I use my skills. You think
required them to find other ways of making very, like,
if you're watching me in battle, you leave
small pixelated characters to be scary, as opposed to having like a bajillion, you know, polygons to make something super realistic looking but also terrifying. It ends up looking like less terrifying, you know, personally. The more people run towards the crawling half-naked lady. What horror game are you playing where there's a crawling half-naked lady? Left 4 Dead? You mean the witch? She wears clothes. She wears like a torn shirt and like shorts or something. He plays with mods. Oh no, we don't have Boo-Boo League. Die! Die! And that one kind of sucks now. Like, it was good in the early game, but it's sort of ass. Oof.
Compassion. This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
Hey.
We've got a trail. Let's go.
Defeat Le Champion. Wait, he down there? Le Champion, he down there? Uh-oh. Oh, there's a...
And another Fen'Harel altar.
I don't understand what this does. It gives you a skill point, right? Like... I made a path too. Yeet! I've already got that. Yeah.
See that, bad guys?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What? A demon is oft malicious spirit. Demon is an oft malicious spirit from the Fade that embodies a sin or negative emotion that feeds on the dark parts of the mortal psyche, like rage, hunger, and desire. According to Solus, a spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose. This denial, when a spirit is forced to do something that greatly conflicts with its original nature, or it may occur as a spirit explores mortal minds and dreams and encounters negative thoughts. Oh. Okay. So that is literally why they're like pride demon and, you know, stuff like that.
Nice shot.
Describing your nieces. Dude, you have it out for the women in your family, I swear.
Behind you.
Yeah. They have it out for humanity.
Whatever you say. They're hitting us from afar.
They're at range.
Whoop.
Say the word.
Good job.
Whoop. Okay. Moving. Siblings. Do I have any siblings? I tend to sibling with my tea. I'll sibling my tea out. I have two sisters. I am the middle child. Yes, I grew up in a household full of women. I have no nieces, but two cousins. Explains a lot. Like what? Mister, I'm about to say something real sexist. You're the middle child. Yeah, middle child and only like guy in the household. I said a lot of the time it was as if I wasn't even there. Like people literally like I've had my family like come up to me and be like, "Oh, we've booked a holiday. We're gonna go to Mallorca." And it's like, oh, did you think of inviting me? Nah. Just assumed you wouldn't. It's like, alright. You're not wrong. I would have said no. But what I mean when the older and younger child says something relatable to the mid, and the middle child says something and it cuts off before they finish. Yeah. It's a meme and a joke, and that is buried somewhat in reality of the middle child kind of being forgotten about. Jesus. Okay. He's level 20. Now that I did all that and found out he's level 20, I now know not to continue doing it. They want to dance in Ibiza without you watching. My family would not get caught, like, dead in Ibiza. Whoa! We're going to Ibiza. I don't cause bleeding. Wait, messages? No. You're welcome, Gus. Okay, well, I guess we carry on finding these victims. A hermit crab? A hermit crab? Oh. What is this? Oh. A salmon! A salmon!
Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future. And yet, he continued. For himself and for her. There are others. I would know more of them.
I knew him. Horatio? No. A watch? I knew him well. Horatio? Why doesn't that sound right in my head? Oh, no, fucking Yorick. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Oh my god, why Horatio? Horatio is from...
Demons. It looks like another victim.
Romeo and Juliet? One time I I had the opportunity to buy, from my book guy, right? I've got a book guy. But I had the opportunity to buy, Mercutio, I don't know. I had the opportunity to buy a collection of, Shakespeare, put into books. From 20 something from Oxford. They were like leather bound, like real leather bound, and the pages were like They looked super nice and they were in kind of decent-ish condition. Like some stuff was like, you know, but I ended up not buying it because I looked at the books in the center and they were like full of mold. And unless they were treated, the mold would just keep growing across the pages. And so they just kind of like sit in my book guy's place, just collecting dust and letting them mold because he doesn't particularly have an interest in trying to keep them. I think it's one of those things where he's like, yeah, I'll get them sorted, and then it's been like years, so like whatever. Have you used baking soda on the mold? I did end up buying from that same collection. I bought part 1 and part 2 of oh god, what's it called? The Count of Monte Cristo. Cannot count on Monte Cristo. Not in a sword fight. Not in a sword fight, you can't. Spoilers. What came first, the sandwich or the novel? That was a joke. Alright, Cat. You're suspiciously just hanging out with that dead woman. I don't trust you. Did you play Origins? Like once, I think. And I like came into it a bit later because I was like a Mass Effect guy and didn't actually really hear that much about Origins until later.
Yet a world smudged in shadow.
But I played it like once.
Beautiful.
That's why.
Find who he was.
It's why, like, any time it comes up, I just go enchantment. Like, even if it's non-Dragon Age related, it's just stuck in my head to say enchantment. I played all of the Dragon Ages, basically. I played 2, like, 3 times. Inquisition more times than I'd care to say. And well, this is my first time playing Veilguard.
A world smudged in shadow.
It's the game you compare all following DA titles to.
Also, its light. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
And none of them are good enough, I assume. They don't compare, like they're not as good. Origins is still the best. Origins really is like the quintessential RPG. Like if you were to say, show me a great dark fantasy RPG, Origins is definitely like top 3 for just having everything you want in a fantasy RPG, I think. Dude, I should have a
She was a gardener.
A yawn thing, like
Grey, in debt, desperate.
Should I have a yawn count or a cough count?
All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Which numbered Dragon Age games Origins? It's the first one, actually. They're like one of the few games in a series to actually name the first game Origins.
And each turned away.
Because you mentioned the demons before? Oh, okay.
The demons
Bodily function count?
Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others.
It's not.
Something larger stirs.
Origins dealt specifically with the demons of the Fade, if you started as a mage. Yes, I did.
And may you continue.
I did mage, and I would like... I'd always pick like tranquil shit. Like, I would always say like the tranquil stuff. Yeah, Jay Blair, go back. Look at all of my... Oh my god, no, no! No. I shouldn't have to beat a demon in the Fade, and failure meant being possessed by the demon. Naturally, in game, just game over. Oh, actually, no. I think I played. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've definitely completed Origins at least once, but I think I did. In fact, I'm fairly sure I did all of the class origin beginnings, right? Because it had like a thing to you would like play out the like intro for each class, right? Because I remember being the like dwarf in the city, in the dwarf city. Hey, where are we? That's not right. How do we get... Oh. You do your start, stuff goes down, Grey Wardens. I forget the Grey Warden's name, the guy that kind of recruits you, with the one with the beard. Oh, no! Okay, so you automatically slide down, you cannot jump off to the side. Just double checking. And that's locked from underneath. So how... left frick. Never mind. Unlock later, defeat champion, defeat the champion, area, unlock later. Cross wolf statues, I can do that anytime. Turn to the lighthouse. To the crossroads, crossroads. Grab backflip. Oh. Yeah. And now the landing. There we go. Wait. I didn't have to right click and then click 2 more things until I could tab to rotate, that would have looked way cooler to do it way quicker. But it was technically a backflip. So don't say I ever haven't done a backflip on stream, because I have. Put that on my resume. Slow motion makes it more difficult. It just gives you more to look at as I'm doing it. Chantry, it has a big presence in Inquisition. Actually, and you can like side with the Chantry like over other factions as well. Like, if you want the Chantry, I'd play Inquisitions because it's got like a whole thing to it. What's her name? Cassandra. She has faith in the Chantry, but like, you know, part of her story is like she kind of like has a crisis of faith and stops believing in the Chantry because like the people from the Chantry that you meet are kind of like self-entitled and stuff.
I haven't seen
So,
much of you lately.
but yeah, there's a lot of
I was
Chantry
getting
stuff in
worried.
Inquisition.
Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
It hurt Harding.
I have.
Stopped when I realized being a warrior turned difficult into easy mode because you were literally immortal. Be a mage.
More ways than one.
Or actually, be a rogue. Because a lot of the rogue abilities are like
Idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke.
going into shadow, and it has like things where you can like backflip and shoot arrows and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
Oh, invisible.
No idea.
Pick mage then.
Can't believe you
And play on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
Alright. Meet Harding's warden contract. I never know how often you should speak to people. If it like triggers. She's on like a timer? Oh.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become
How much of Harding stuff have I done?
It takes a certain amount of focus.
We took her out to practice her magic.
Maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us.
Icons? I might have. I honestly can't remember. Excuse me.
What are you two up to?
We're talking. Just two normal people talking about things. You know,
very casually.
Balara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
I love a scandal.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right
If you scroll out the map on...
After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive wine.
Interact with
Take
them.
your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking?
New stuff.
Exactly?
The
Are
clock
we
thing
on
means
a
it's temporary
rotation
option, meaning if you progress in
I
the
can
game, you
help
lose the
out. I'm a
dialogue.
pretty good
Oh my
cook,
god!
With some things, at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted
I hate that.
and things burn.
Wait, Nev and Balara to finish the conversation without you? Is that what they want?
There's no official rotation.
This time the game is not
makes
going
its
to cut
food when they
Ankle
get
from romance in Harding. It's going to do himself by missing all of Harding's missions.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tevan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you,
Speaking
Brooke?
of romances.
What are you craving?
Bread and cheese. Sounds good.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
Yep.
You have no idea.
It's good with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you.
Why is cheese in a forest?
You should have an assistant. Someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
What are your thoughts about the certain massive entities living deep? It's very, very cool, and I wish there was more
Right, just a
written about them.
Got it.
Great. Now, let's
Pro
see what we
Rich
can
on
scrounge
my-
up.
I heard bread and cheese. See, this game like knows people. It's real. It's not like. That's what I'm saying, man. Like this game, like it sounds human, you know. No cows. Well, I mean, it's just the way she said, like cheese. Find cheese in the forest.
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
Cheese and crackers goes a long way. Dude, a charcuterie board. Oh, I've not touched this, by the way.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
It don't feel like I need to, because I feel like I get, like, new stuff quickly enough to not need to do it. So what was it? Okay, I'm okay. If you scroll out of the map, characters have icons on them. You can see with interact. Oh! So, none of them. Right now. And down on stream. I don't know what it is, man. I cough, and it's like all the air just leaves my lungs, and I am literally like trying to get my breath back in my lungs. It makes me wonder, like, It's not, because I'd obviously have way more issues, but it's like, where does it go? The air. You only do a half cough because your body forgets to inhale afterwards. Maybe? I don't know. Just coughing hurts. Hurts my throat. My throat's fucked. I cough and yeah, sometimes that's why sometimes when I mute a cough it's not so much because I'm coughing. Need a BIOS update. Oh, don't start. It's not so much that I'm coughing, it's that I'm muting you hearing me like
or different spirits who
gasping for air.
As a needed dweller.
Right.
Like, you don't really want to hear me just like literally sitting there going like that.
That cold. I felt
Or like if I can control it long enough, I can like just breathe in through my nose and I'm just like that because I'm like trying to like just get the air back in my lungs. The domino effect of coughing causing more coughing. Yep, that's why I hate getting colds, because if I get a cold and I get a cough from that cold, it triggers a cough that lasts months. I had a cough last about 6 months before, and the cough I have had recently, when did I get sick and like take a couple days off stream because I lost my voice? Like, when was that? Summertime? Yeah, I'm still dealing with the cough. Not that I still have the virus, but the coughing from that cold has aggravated my throat enough to the point that it's just still not ever properly healed. It's also possible for GERD to actually slowly burn away like layers of your vocal cords. I don't have like a really severe form of GERD. Not like some people get it. Like some people get it really bad that it like they can lose their voice completely. But yeah, like GERD can burn away the vocal cords. So like part of me also wonders if it's like that.
I don't know the place
and not like the injury that I sustained in my throat. But also like
well, there's that bridge. Wait.
The one time I actually went to the doctors about my throat, the doctor went like, yeah, it's just a bit inflamed. I'm like, well, no shit, it's inflamed because I've been coughing for 6 months. I want to know why I've been coughing for 6 months. They're like, sorry, it's been 8 minutes, you need to leave. Ooh.
Another entryway like the one that took us to that.
Speaking of cursed, Izo, thoughts on Solus with hair?
Remember last time. Past really can still hurt you.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Hairy egg is something I think Genie just does not need to see.
Reveal yourselves.
I think it.
Whatever happened in this
We need to protect Genie from Eggy with hair. Would be cynically funny if the reason your throat is like that is because of your vitamin deficiency. No, I think it is because of the alcohol and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Have overreached. I shall humble them.
just years of abusing the substance.
With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever. You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening.
That's why I like singing so much on stream and do it so often, but I sound terrible when I do it. Because I did used to be able to sing.
If we're spirits of disruption, let's act
It's the healing of your cells, so deficiency makes it. Oh, my throat's been like this since before I stopped drinking. Like, it's just way more noticeable now that I'm like not drinking, because I don't have anything to just blame it on, so to speak. I could go out and get more sun, but if I was to go out and get more sun, it would mean I don't stream anymore.
Okay. Like, we're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached.
The only good time for me to stream is between 3 and 7 AM. But A, B, and E. Yeah, well, it's like what Lord Drake said. I am held together with duct tape, and some dreams. But I have had, like, I have had doctors do blood tests, and they've come back and said that the only things that are abnormal are vitamin D and liver levels.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a
Vampire schedule, pretty much.
That means the relic.
I used to be like a really tan person. I used to have like quite like darkish skin from just like how much I would tan constantly from the sun, even when it wasn't sunny. Now I'm like a ghost. I'm like a pale ghost.
Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
Ghost of my former self. Or, you know, something else poetic. Yeah, we either burn really easy or we tan really easy. Because like my dad, he would tan really easy, and like he has been in the past mistaken for someone of a different ethnicity because of just like when he tanned, he was just like so dark. Like, people thought he was Indian. I've been around. I remember like I would be out with my dad, and like people would think he was Indian because he would just get so tan. And people used to call me brown at school after like summer holidays, or if I had gone on holiday with my family, they would just call me brown. Which, looking back at it, is kind of racist, but they were, you know, yeah, I feel like kids don't know better. Holy! Liver's natural function being impaired does slow down cell healing too. Yeah. I neither burn nor tan. Well, you're Scottish, you're different.
The last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic. Distraction? No force could have breached their Citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy.
Look at that. It's so wrong.
A heavy sacrifice.
Solus having a mullet is like the worst thing about this game.
Knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that. They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort. That this war did not corrupt them into something.
You can tell he's starting to go more to be like his less moral self, because he's doing that like hands behind his back kind of stance, where he didn't really like carry the same moral compass.
By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
They did call him the god of lies and trickery. He was the villain in a lot of Daedalus stories I've heard.
Solus with hair isn't Solus. Exactly. He's not. He's definitely not Egg. Tell you that much. But that's why, like, I am excited for Jeannie to play Veilguard if she ever does. I know she said like Henry's playing it, so I don't know if she's been like watching him play it as well or something. But if she does play it, I want to see, out of everything, I want to see her reaction to Mullet Solus. No, wait. Has she played the other games? She played, yes. I think she had played like both like Origins and 2, like before she started streaming. I know she's a big fan of Origins. I actually don't know if she's played 2, but I know she's a big fan of Origins, and she played Inquisition on stream. Inquisition was the one that she messed up the romance with Solus. So off stream, she replayed the entire game from start, like 50 plus hours, so she could correct the romance with Solus. And even then, at the end of the game, Solus leaves the player anyway. So she has in-game universe knowledge. Yes, she knows characters. She might not be like super deep into the lore, but she knows like the events of games and whatnot. But like, Solus having a mullet and like us seeing his past was not a thing until this game. Inquisition, the whole point of Inquisition is finding out that Solus is actually an elven god of trickery called Fen'Harel. And then realizing that the special orb that Corypheus is after is actually his orb. Is the game on the to-do list or no one knows? She did mention it being on the list, but I you know, I don't know.
Where the first warden won't notice, but if they don't listen.
She has a long list of games. Part of me wishes she didn't like give herself such long lists of games, so she had the option to choose what she wanted more. But I mean, that's just me personally.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
I'll watch her play whatever, but because other games come out and it's like, oh, I said I would play this. It's like, yeah, but you could play something else if you want.
Antoine,
No.
Elka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
I'll joke.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Dude, I'm looking at her like,
it's bad.
Bruh.
And if it involves the blight, we need warden help.
A change? Manipulation. That could explain. But
frustrated sigh.
That the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept.
Do you know what it is?
We've been looking into oddities with the blight
I think
ourselves.
with the elves, I don't like how long their ears are.
I can feel it. And your story.
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the first warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the first warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say.
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davern might help. Even among wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp.
Oh, is that all blood?
So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Okay, my hand didn't quite touch her shoulder then, because just a bit lower. Weird looking owlbear.
Easy, boy.
Don't eat me.
Hey there. No need to bite.
He said, yes, there is.
Still trying to work out what he likes to eat. Who are you?
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
It's not us.
We don't smell that bad. It's the tent.
Blight? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
I feel like I recognize him from the trailers. I think he might be someone that joins our party.
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
That kinda sounded like a no.
If he even listens. Has a mind of his own.
Oh, no, he did a good job training in there. Hello. If that's a baby, like how big do they get?
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan is half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. I'm already getting items for him and he's not even been added to my... Alright. Bleep.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing.
Spoilers game. Like... So when he's like, I'll join you, it's going to be less of a cool moment because... You're just like, yeah, we already got like, you know, a loadout for you, like...
Hassan, hit that!
Oof.
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's... Hold up. Let's get in there!
I hate fighting Darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
I like fighting Darkspawn, they die quick. I'm getting skincare ads.
Remy, where are you?
Remy!
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere.
Okay, could you be more
Monster
specific?
came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancing ran.
I would get an ad for British TV streaming services. Oh yeah, I remember you saying.
Remember. A light touch. Asan's still learning.
Chat, start talking about Christmas.
You're the trainer.
See what happens.
Not anymore.
Do you think there'll ever be a game or movie that actually shows death
Those two statues are the
in a
spare
realistic manner?
Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. It's some kind of
Everyone here's already getting for Christmas mode. Oh yeah, like people every year people act surprised that as soon as Halloween's over, the Christmas stuff comes out. Very few people have hands-on experience. Oh no, like, see, like, even like shooting, right? Like, generally speaking, like if someone's running and they get shot from someone that's in the same direction that they're running, they like in a movie they'll fall backwards. They'll suddenly stop in their tracks and then like fall backwards. But in reality, like, they're just gonna flop forwards onto the ground. Like,
no time for hide and seek, Asan. This is real.
same with people just dying from like AIDS or an illness.
It's Elvin for error. Elvie grows into it.
Like, the human face kind of like goes through weird stages.
It's going after the other griffins.
There are other griffins?
That generally don't look particularly nice, but it's not like this peaceful thing where their eyes close and they just go, tell my family I love them. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Make this quick. We have to get through this. Asan can help in the fight.
How many actors do you think have died? I bet there's a few actors out there that have like died, right? You know Shane from Smosh? He's died before. He's technically died before. He drowned as a kid and was dead, then was revived. I've also died before. Yeah, that's how cool. So, is this like, or is it like a one-up then? Is this like restart the checkpoint? On this occasion I was being serious. So was I. Did the Emperor speak to you, brother? Thing is resistant to your magic. I know. Because my staff is like necrotic. And their Darkspawn. I could switch to this and do that. But even though they're not, like, see, Like, it's more or less the same. And I get to be further away from the big scary thing.
What was that?
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there.
No one's corpse on the throne was, but how was that heresy? Corpse? Corpse? No!
The elevator's behind that blight. Let's get through it.
My friend, an old friend of mine's dad has died once. He worked in a garage and he was fitting a tire and it like the pressure or something built up and the tire exploded off of the rim and hit him in the chest. And he was pronounced dead, but then was revived at the scene. Well, not pronounced dead, but they said like he was like, you know, not breathing. He like hard stopped or something. Or, I can't remember. This is just another state of being. It's the living that make it something sad. It's the mostly the transition people were scared of.
Never seen Darkspawn this bold.
Yeah.
Unless there's a blight.
I mean, why are people afraid of like progress? You know.
Told you this?
And you might say, oh well, why don't I just speed up the process and get to level 2, and you know, end it quick? Well, do you want to go to level 2?
It only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with
Under-leveled?
Darkspawn. These griffins are a secret.
Imagine having to go. Imagine you're playing like a video game, and you're like, oh, I can like use a cheat code to get to the next level in the game. Guess what? You got to the next level, but you're still under-leveled. And everything's kicking your butt. Why? Because you didn't take the time to level up in chapter 1 life. You gotta level up. But you get more experience and get to skip the tutorial. Yeah, and then what happens when someone comes up to you and starts saying something and you're like, I don't understand. I don't get it. What does it mean? Well, if you read the tutorial, if you did the tutorial. Can I knock them off? I can. What do you know? That's like Ricky Gervais's argument. It's an argument against Christianity, but that's not the point I'm making here, just to be clear. I'm just explaining the original context of what he said. Disclaimer over. But he said, like, if dying is so great and you go to heaven and God loves you because you can do no wrong and because he'll forgive you no matter what, and you get to go to heaven where everything's amazing and you can see all the loved ones that ever like died before and you live eternally in paradise, then what's the point in living? Like, why are you waiting? You know, like what? Like, bear in mind he's a comedian, right? Like, so you know, food's better here. Oh, dude, can you imagine in heaven you don't have taste or smell, but the food looks amazing? You just can't smell or taste it. It is like the juiciest, most tender steak you have ever seen. But you can't taste it.
That was the last one. Damn it, it's Lancet.
And here is where all our stuff is. Yeah, my stuff is here. Did I got Xbox in heaven? Don't think so.
What is that?
Meet the Gloom Howler. Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
To understand good, there must be equal evil. That's why I never understand it when people are like, I don't believe in hell. Do you believe in heaven? Yes.
Let's get in there.
It's like, so is Earth hell? Like, are we in hell? We just need to do good enough in life to get a second chance.
More griffins.
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind
I swear I'll start a rebellion. Is that what it was? Is that actually what happened?
Come back for both of you.
Lucifer just had his Xbox taken away. Suddenly you don't want to eat the favorite dish. Yeah, too much of a good thing and it becomes the norm and it's no longer good. It's just a thing. Alright. Excuse me. Izo, have you ever heard that thing Ricky Gervais said about believing in hello Frenzy Doga about believing in 3,000 different gods? So like before I say it, like, have you heard that? Yeah. See, I always like that because it's like, it's not saying that you have to, like, you know, give your life to, like, you know, one, like, being, an entity and whatever. It's just like, I've studied religion a lot back when I created my own version. Yeah, I like it. In case, chat, in case anyone's wondering, it's just a Ricky Gervais quote where he said, like, he was talking to Stephen Colbert, who I believe is Catholic. But he said, let's say there's 3,000 gods in the world, right? There's 3,000 gods that we know of. You, as a Catholic, don't believe in 2,999 of them. You just believe in one. Me, as an atheist, doesn't believe in just one more. And when you think about it like that, it's not that crazy enough. You don't believe in 2,999 gods. I don't believe in 3,000. I think that's what a lot of people have done though as well, is like, even if they haven't like articulated it over time, I think a lot of people kind of like realistically take what they learn from. That's why religion is important. You know, like, it does teach morals ultimately, and like, you can take good lessons from religions. and incorporate them into your life without dedicating your life to it. Blood for the blood god. Oh, canon. Does Games Workshop still have that app? Like the paint app? Where you can like search up the model and it will give you the it's like the website, but it's an app where you just like you search the model, you click on it, and then like it just shows you what paints you want for like what part of it and stuff. Citadel color. I already recommended Genie download it. Oh, okay. Because I know she said like she said something about like or someone said, and then she was like go on their website. And so I thought like if she gets the app, yeah. See, I'm with Izo on this. Slaanesh. Slaanesh is best. What is the thing in like, is it like a mythology or is it a story? They touch on it at the end of the Netflix Castlevania. But it's the thing of like someone's trying to create the perfect human being. And so they like basically sew half man, half woman down the middle.
You're not taking these griffins.
I forget what it's called, but like Slaanesh is basically chat. Look at my map right now. They're up there. 2 igloos with a chimney. Yes, that's exactly what we were thinking of. They make a Rebis, half man, half woman. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I'm thinking of a specific story, I think.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
Oh my god, she's got a strong hand. Take my strong hand.
Both of you.
Leave these animals alone. They aren't yours.
They've always belonged to me.
They call it a Rebis in Castlevania. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what it originally is based off of. That like come up with that concept. It's a story about a man trying to create like the perfect human being to try and become God, and he ends up making like the sort of the monstrosity of the half man, half woman. It's like a super like, you know, like super old tale, you know, like some ancient Greek shit or something. I can't remember.
Just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask. What's the catch?
I need a monster hunter for the blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
Saying. Yeah, that's Slaanesh stuff, right?
Soulless Warden is wasting time treating this like any other blight.
Is it supernatural? It reminds me of. I think it's supposed to. It's told in a way that science is almost supernatural. Because it's the story is like.
Save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back.
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought.
Is like a man being like, science is the future, and I can become a god by creating the perfect human being. Pinnacle, yeah, it's like an alchemy, right? It's an alchemy thing. That's a rebus. Is it just rebus? Is that what it's called? There was a story I'm thinking of. Let me see. Is it a rebus or rebus? That's how it's spelled. I was asking how it's said. I can see how it's spelled. Yeah, it represents rebus. Okay, it represents androgyny. Is it just the Philosopher's Stone? Not the Harry Potter story. Resbina means dual or double matter is the end product of the alchemical magnum opus or great work. Yeah, it's science reaching further. It's science reaching the same powers of God. It's like the idea that like science can reach the abilities of God. Back when alchemy was the transition of spirituality to science kind of thing. I was confused to what the question is. I'm thinking of a story that included a rebus in it.
And the gods can't find us here.
Right.
I realized it's a specific story that I'm thinking of that I just can't name right now.
What's wrong?
What happened?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. One
So they're trying to mimic how I perceive the end goal of our minds.
So the
Maybe.
dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
What do we know? Yeah, what do we know?
All right, what do we know?
2 dragons at once has to be the gods behind it.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people.
Thank you.
They either die right away from the dragon or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
You're a shadow, Dragon Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow. We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse.
But
and if we fail, the
infinitely
Venator
capable,
will
we
take
just
advantage.
got
and
how
we
to
could
create
push for
and
the
do,
throne
and I'm still learning.
And hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Oh, I'm gonna have to choose. Yeah, why would they move now?
Have we been able to...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathis.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
This seems highly unnecessary. I can go to one and other people can go to the others. I feel like it doesn't need to be like this choice where one's gonna suffer, you know? Help Nev and the Shadows stop the blighted dragon in Minrathous and prevent a Venator coup. Help Lucanus and the Crows protect Treviso civilians from the blighted dragon and resulting blight poisoning. People will be lost in Treviso, but he said it's a merchant city, there is no army, there's no defenses. In the event we have to take a city back, Treviso would be easier.
We help Nev in Minrathous.
But the Treviso civilians.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. But if the Venator
See, split the group.
That said,
1, 2, 3, 4.
See if you can
Yes,
help
thank you.
the civilians to safety. And we'll head to Minrathous.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive. All right?
Thank you. Wait. Nev will meet you in the street. Oh, I need Harding. The character always eventually says what I'm thinking.
Dragon circling the Anderalis grounds.
Remind me to not put my controller down on the table. when the vibration and it goes off. All right. Guess what, chat? It's time to end the stream. It's time to end the stream. Tomorrow, we'll return to Slitterhead and play some more of that. I wish I could stream more. I do. But yeah, we'll return to Slitterhead. Sunday will be Dragon Age Veilguard. And then Monday, if everyone is available, we will be continuing Baldur's Gate. My neck just cracked. But I think it's sort of back to like you're doing like D&D, right? So we're just got more doing like the normal Baldur's Gate time. So yeah, we'll be playing Veilguard or Slitterhead prior to that because it will be the longer stream. The voice is back. Yeah, so look out for that. Also, the cards have been dispatched. So anyone that is curious for the subs for cards thing, that'll come back soon. Probably like they'll either be here here today for next stream, or they'll be there here next week. So because the post office doesn't work on weekends. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. Say bye-bye to Tiny Ankle. He will be normal sized next we meet. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.